morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. My name is Akampurira Joan from Uganda. I'm a lawyer by profession, a development practitioner working at the intersection of gender equality, climate change, and sustainable development. I'm a co-founder of Synergy Leadership Program, an initiative aimed to promote sustainable development, climate action, and gender equality and women's empowerment. All of us in different ways have seen how laws, society norms, attitudes, and power shape the way we live. Today, I'm sharing insights on the rights, gender equality, and human rights protection, not as concepts but as realities we experience every day in our lives. I'll be focusing on eliminating discriminatory laws, gender equality, and women's empowerment, human rights protection, and then finally, I discuss about reforming laws and equal participation in political, economic, and public life, and equal protection under Article 7 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Next slide. Discriminatory laws are laws that treat women and girls unfairly. In principle, many legal systems recognize equality. However, in practice, laws and social norms still limit women's rights in areas such as work, property ownership, family life, mobility, business, and even in retirement. For example, a woman may legally have the right to own or inherit land, but in some communities, she may still be denied the right due to cultural expectations or family pressure. Causes of discriminatory laws. Some of them come from lack of awareness and education, power and economic interests, weak enforcement of the laws, corruption and bribery. Then lastly, gender norms and stereotypes that limit women laws. Next slide. Gender equality and women's empowerment. Gender equality goes beyond equal rights. It requires equal participation in political, economic, and public life. While progress has been made, many women still face barriers to leadership and decision making due to limited access to education, resources, and opportunities. For example, some girls are unable to complete their education due to early marriages and financial constraints, which later affect their ability to participate fully in leadership and economic spaces. True empowerment is the equipping of women with the knowledge, resources, and confidence to actively participate and influence decisions that affect their lives and communities. It is not enough to say women can go to school, work, and run for leadership. We also have to ask ourselves questions. Can they afford to go to school? Can they access jobs that pay equally? Can they speak up in meetings without being silenced? Next slide. Human rights protection. This means ensuring that people can safely seek justice when their rights are violated. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights states that all people are equal before the law and are entitled to equal protection without discrimination. However, in reality, many challenges remain. For example, cases of gender-based violence are sometimes underreported due to fear, stigma, lack of access to support systems. Harmful practices still persist, and in some cases, individuals are unable to access justice due to distance, cost, and lack of awareness. This highlights the need not only for laws, but for accessible systems that protect individuals and ensure justice is served. Why rights need protection? Rights need protection because they are a foundation of dignity, safety, and fairness in everyday life. If rights are not protected, they become empty promises on paper, while people continue to suffer injustice, abuse, and inequality. Next slide. Finally, let's see how the three pillars are interconnected. The three-pillar model shows that laws create rights, empowerment enables people to use those rights, and protection ensures those rights are defended. If one pillar is weak, the system breaks. Rights remain unused, empowerment becomes unsafe, and laws just exist on paper. Real change requires all the three working together. In conclusion, achieving equal rights requires reforming discriminatory laws, enforcing them effectively, and empowering women through education and economic opportunities. Supporting women's organizations, challenging harmful practices, and involving men and women as allies. Finally, ensuring women's participation in decision making and using advocacy and awareness campaigns. Otherwise, thank you so much for attending the Women Ascension International Conference.